There are watches and then there are timepieces. You know what I mean? The first type can be perfectly fine, even exceptional in their own right. For instance, I've reviewed numerous limited edition racing and aviation watches that can be worth their weight in gold to the right collector. These watches are great, they hold their value, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. However, they often don't make a lasting impact beyond their niche community. They come and go, cherished by those who own them but largely forgotten by the rest. Then there are the true legends, like the Rolex Submariner and Omega Speedmaster, that have shaped the watch industry for decades and inspired generations of watchmakers. While personal preferences vary, a few undeniable classics have defined the world of automatic watches. Here's my take on the 5 most iconic watch designs of all time. If I had to name the most iconic watch of all time, it would be the Rolex Submariner 114060. Ask any watch enthusiast and they'd likely agree. The Submariner was the original dive watch, pioneering features like the GMT Master G bezel and a sturdy screw-down crown for exceptional performance at depth. Most modern dive watches still incorporate several of the Submariner's innovations. The latest Submariner has moved away from the two-tone bezel and dive calculator, features that modern scuba divers now use digital tools for. Instead, Rolex is focused on design, creating a sleek, all-black watch with high-visibility white markings on the dial and bezel for easy reading in low light. The robust, chunky design remains true to the original Submariner that we all recognize. Needless to say, most Rolex Submariner buyers aren't actually planning on taking their watch to the depths of the ocean, but if you want to, there's nothing stopping you. The Submariner has a depth rating of 300 meters. It also has a chronometer-rated movement, so it won't. In Rolex's official product description for the Cosmograph Daytona, they declare, "The Daytona is a watch for winners." While this might sound like marketing, it is not just an exaggeration. A Rolex Cosmograph Daytona watch has been awarded to the winners of the Le Mans and Daytona races every year since 1963. That is an impressive legacy. Ironically, the Cosmograph Daytona did not always have this iconic status. In fact, it began as Rolex's budget watch, priced 20% lower than any of their other models. It was not even waterproof. However, its significant role in auto racing history has secured the Rolex Cosmograph Daytona a place in watchmaking history. The latest version of the Cosmograph Daytona is a substantial upgrade from the 1963 original. It features a built-in chronograph for millisecond-level accuracy. The chronograph is operated by a pair of pushers, which share the same screw-down design as the crown. This is a significant advantage as it prevents the pushers from being pressed accidentally. A rotating bezel makes it easy to use the chronograph for timing intervals, and it even includes a tachometer for making more complex calculations. There are 3 different color options available: 2 black and gold combinations, and 1 black and silver. In 1932, Swiss watchmaker Patek Philippe was in trouble. Their existing base of enthusiast customers was dwindling, and their business was beginning to suffer. To turn things around, they needed a watch with widespread appeal. The concept was fairly straightforward: to build a universal dress watch that maintained Patek Philippe's no complications design philosophy. The answer was the Calatrava. This was a compact, 31mm watch with a no-nonsense, numeral-free dial. All of this was built around the reference 96 movement, one of Patek Philippe's workhorses. Fast forward almost a century, and there are 18 different Patek Philippe Calatrava variants available. That's not 18 different versions over the decades. That's 18 different versions currently in production. There have been dozens more throughout the years. Now, you can get a more modern movement. Patek Philippe has even conceded to complications, and some variants have a 24-hour subdial at the 6 o'clock position. There are also a few variants with date windows at the 3 o'clock position. Even so, you're looking at a plain minimalist watch that's suitable under just about any circumstances. The Jagger LeCoultre Reverso was created to solve a specific challenge: designing a watch that could endure the intense conditions of a polo match. This was no small task. In the 1930s, British officers stationed in India were passionate about the game, often playing it obsessively. Since maintaining military readiness was crucial, many officers chose to wear their watches during matches. After all, if duty called, they needed to be ready without the delay of searching for their timepiece. However, polo is a rough sport, involving horseback riding and swinging a mallet at a ball. With multiple officers wielding wooden mallets in close proximity, the risk to a watch was significant. Jagger LeCoultre's innovative solution was the Reverso, a watch that could be flipped over to protect the crystal, all without removing it from your wrist. The rectangular design made this easy, avoiding the issue of a bulky, curved case getting in the way. Over the years, the Reverso has seen numerous upgrades and is now available in a wide array of colors. While the era of British officers in India has long passed, the legacy of the Reverso continues to thrive. The Omega Speedmaster is not just a single watch but an entire line that began with Omega's first chronometer, introduced in 1957. The most famous among them is undoubtedly the Moonwatch series. The original Moonwatch was hand-wound, a feature that remains in some of the current models. This was crucial for its mission, as the watch accompanied Neil Armstrong on the Apollo 11 mission, where a standard automatic movement would fail in zero gravity. All Speedmaster models share two key traits: a robust, substantial design and a chronometer-grade movement. Beyond that, the details are up to you. With over a dozen variations available, you can choose from a range of case materials, including jet black, stainless steel, and rose gold, as well as strap options like canvas, leather, or steel. However, due to the Speedmaster's high demand, finding the exact model you want can be challenging. Securing your ideal Speedmaster may require patience, sometimes even years.